With the full moon on August the 1st, the energy is starting to expand, preparing us for the Lion's Gate on August the 8th. And in this video today, I want to share with you the 5 key things I think you should know about this particular full moon so you can really make the most out of the energies that are really at hand right now. The first thing I would like for you to know is that there is now an energetic opening. And this is really preparing us for the Lion's Gate. A lot of ascension codes are coming in. A lot of light codes are coming in to assist us in our awakening, in the preparation for what's to come with the Lion's Gate. Because the Lion's Gate really brings with it another immense shift in energies to assist us in our ascension. So the full moon is really the precursor, so to speak, for the Lion's Gate, really preparing us right now already. And the energies are going to accelerate because more light codes are coming in, more ascension codes are coming in, more light in itself is coming in, really assisting us in our own ascension. Then the second thing I would like for you to know is that there's also now the door to the infinite now opens as well. Meaning that with all these light codes coming in, all these shifts are happening, manifestation also accelerates. Meaning that you can actually manifest with more ease and more quickly as long as you're in energetic alignment with your desires. And here the invitation is pay attention to where you put your focus on. Because if your focus is more so on the lack and the things that you want but don't have and all of those different things, then also the negative, so that expands too, and that's what you're going to manifest more of. So pay attention to what you're focusing on, because wherever focus goes, energy flows. And with all the light codes coming in, the energy is expanding, you can tap more easily into the infinite possibilities. Well, your manifesting powers are being accelerated. So you may end up manifesting more of the things you don't want if that's where you focus on rather than the things that you do want. So here, pay attention to what you're focusing on. Start focusing more on the things that you do want to manifest. Be grateful for all the things you have already and then tune into that greater vision of what you want to manifest. Like really feel it, see it, really step into that energy of having it already. Magnetize the things that you do want to manifest because energies are running high. And if you're in energetic alignment with your desires, that's what you're going to create more of. That's what you're starting to manifest more. So like I said, pay attention to where you're putting your focus. And if you are noticing that your focus is more so on lack and limitation and the things you don't have but really, really want, then pause. Really stop yourself before you continue. Stop yourself. Pause for a moment. Tune in and say, nope, this is not what I want. Cancel, cancel, cancel. You want to really cancel that because you're sending it out to the universe. So cancel, delete. You don't want this. And then instead, and focus on really tuning into what do you want instead. And then magnetize that. Really feel into that. Feel into how amazing it's going to be when you have that. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to focus on in August, especially now around the full moon and leading into the Lion's Gate. Focus on the things that you want to manifest rather than the things you don't want to manifest. Then the third thing I would like for you to know is that you may also feel that inner sense of expansion because this energy is powerful. This energy is all about expansion. So you may start to notice that you are kind of growing from within. You're transforming. You're expanding from within because it has to start within you first before it shows up in your life outside of you. So you must first expand internally and energetically in order to then have your desires. And right now, since your manifesting powers are kind of activated anyways, and they're accelerating, that's why you also want to tune in to see how do you feel about the things that you want, because you want to have that energetic alignment to your desires. And it starts from within. So you may notice that you're feeling more expansive. Maybe you're realizing that you have bigger dreams now than before, bigger desires. You want to really step out there more. And basically everything in your life you feel called to expand because that's really what the energy is all about. It's of expansion. There's this energetic opening, so there's an energetic expansion happening. And the invitation is to feel into it, lean into it, feel that expansion, allow it to unfold. Which brings me into the fourth point here is, now this can also be a little unsettling for many, especially if you're not ready for that expansion. So here your nervous system may be activated. And what I mean with that is tune into your body. And even when you're focusing on the things you want to manifest, and even just the energy right now, around the full moon, tune into that. And I'm really getting the sense that the entire month of August will be that expansive type of energy, especially with the Lionsgate happening as well. So you want to tune into your energy field and feel, how does it feel? Check in with your energy field. How does it feel? Because in order for you to expand, well, your energetic nervous system, the energy all around you needs to expand as well. And if you're feeling triggered, if you're feeling activated, so to speak, that means that your nervous system is being triggered and you want to expand on that. Now I have a video for you, a light code activation to help you expand your energetic nervous system. And here what I like to use as an explanation is, think of it like that. When you have a cup and you fill it with water and you fill it all the way to the top, you can't pour more in, right? But the thing is, the energy right now asks for expansion. But how can you expand if the cup is full? So here you would need to get a bigger cup in order to fill more in, right? So you're gonna, or get like a bucket, put the cup into the bucket, and then you have more room. So that's basically what I'm talking about. This is what's at hand here right now. This energetic expansion is happening. But if your cup is full, if your energetic nervous system is tapped out, it's going to be very difficult for you to expand. That's why you may then feel triggered by this energy, because well, it's triggering you. It's triggering your nervous system because it's asking you to expand. It's asking you to evolve, but your cup is full. So here you want to tune into your energetic nervous system and see, how does it feel? Does it feel constricted? Does it feel very expansive? Check into that. And if you're noticing that it is kind of constricted, or it's almost, the cup is almost full, you want to do something to really expand. Because also, in order for you to have what you want, well, you got to expand into it in order for you to allow yourself to have it. So definitely check out that energetic nervous system light language activation. The link is in the description below, because I will guide you, on an energetic level with the light language to expand your nervous system. This is truly a powerful activation that can help you also to get used to this expansive energy that we're experiencing right now. Which brings me into the fifth piece here, is that you often feel that inner call to expand and evolve. And here what I'm talking about is all areas of your life, your the things that you're doing, who you are, but most importantly, your world service. And what I mean with that is, your soul has come here to do a very important job. Whether it is you just showing up as a more empowered person, or you then actually doing something, whether it is being a mentor to other, a healer, a guide, a teacher, or something like that. But your world service is, you're being called to attention, basically. You're being asked to really embrace that more, to step into that more, to evolve on that more. Now, this year is all about stepping into your soul's path, living your soul's path, really doing the work your soul has come here to do. Now, here I just want you to know, it doesn't mean that you have to start somewhat of a business or anything like that. It does not mean any of that. It also doesn't mean that you have to become somewhat of a spiritual practitioner. None of that. What it means is, your world service could simply mean, doing your own work on a more evolved level, right? Doing more your own inner work, maybe showing up in a higher way, being more of a role model by you doing your own work, or just, evolving the things that you're already doing in your job, maybe bringing new energy into your job as well. Let's say you are in a job that maybe you've been just kind of like, bored with it or whatnot, but you're not ready to maybe find something different or start your own thing. Well, maybe bring new energy into the things that you're doing. That makes an immense impact, because when you go to work, or when you go to do your job, or whenever you go somewhere and you bring in your not so happy energy with you, well, that leaves a not so happy mark on what you're doing, right? But when you're bringing a better energy into the things that you're doing, well, that in itself makes an impact, because then the people that you're around, then they're being affected by your better mood as well. But here the invitation is really, your world service is very important. And if you are a spiritual practitioner, or a leader, a guide, a mentor, a teacher, a healer, or anything like that, now there's also that invitation to step it up a notch, to evolve on what you're doing. Maybe put yourself out there more. Maybe start doing the things that you thought you should be doing, or you felt called to be doing, but you haven't allowed yourself. Now it's really that call with this expansion expansive energy in August, especially around the full moon and then leading into the Lion's Gate. It's all about that expansion. You're being called to embrace your path, embrace your calling, to really step into your role as a light worker, a way shower, a beacon of light in whatever way, shape, and form that looks like for you. And there's a video I also want to mention. It's about your role as a light worker. It's also in the description below if you want to learn a little bit more about that. But these are the key things that I want you to know about this particular full moon on August the 1st. It is definitely a powerful energy that is leading into the Lion's Gate. So the Lion's Gate, you're already feeling the energy, right? It's starting with this full moon. So just allow yourself, work the energy on a day-to-day basis. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, by the way, hit the like button. Maybe leave me a comment below. Let me know, are you already feeling that energy building up? I would love to know. And while you're at it, maybe even subscribe if you haven't done so already. But now, how can you make the most out of this powerful energy that we're in right now? The invitation is feel into that energy. Work the energy on a day-to-day basis. Prepare yourself because it's only going to accelerate and intensify leading up to the Lion's Gate. Because like I said, this full moon is preparing us energetically for the Lion's Gate. So if you're not ready for it, it could be quite overwhelming on an energetic level when the Lion's Gate comes close, and especially on the Lion's Gate date on August the 8th. The energies will definitely accelerate from now moving forward. And I'm getting a sense that this energy will be around the entire month of August, really pushing us to, be better, to evolve, to expand, to really embrace our highest path. So if you're not ready for that, if you're really not sure how to maneuver through this energy, it can be quite unsettling. So you have the information now. And if you can tune into the energy on a daily basis and really just prepare yourself, attune yourself to the energy. And what you can do here is, like I said, it's about your nervous system, right? You want to attune your nervous system. Another thing that you can do is, when you're tuning into your nervous system, for one, definitely check out my light language activation to help you in that. But you yourself, what you can do too is just tune in. Feel into that energy around you, that energy field around you, and then feel, how does it feel? If you're feeling it's very constricted or very frantic, or it looks like a kind of like a storm in the ocean, waves are just crashing or whatnot, then what you can do with your intention, you can intend to soothe out your nervous system. Breathe light and love into your nervous system, really in that field. Just breathe it out and just breathe in that light and love, and intend to soothe out the waves. So instead of having waves crashing, it's just a gentle stream. You can do that yourself without any knowledge, without any light language or whatnot, on a daily basis. Whenever you're noticing that you're feeling quite agitated, energetically agitated, and you're feeling just very activated, just breathe, tune in and just breathe, and then set the intention to soothe out your nervous system, your energetic field. That will help you with these crazy energies that we may be experiencing throughout August. But here you go. You have the information about this powerful full moon on August the 1st. I really hope you enjoyed this. Now be sure to check out this video here about that nervous system expansion to help you, the light code activation. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make it an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.